Hey, it's Val.
And Renee. We're here today to discuss January 2019 market stats.
So for everyone who gets this from us regularly, every month what we do is we send it out to our whole database, and it gives you a snapshot of what's happened in the last 30. But instead of just sending it out, we decided that we'd present it because then we can also give some insight on what our thoughts and our opinions on what's going on in our marketplace.
So we're going to start off with Brantford listings. 144 listings in January. That is up 11% from 2018.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the difference between January last year and January this year in terms of weather is really nothing. It's been crap. We've had snowstorms this year, we've had ice storms, but that hasn't really changed the demand for real estate. But last year, when it was crappy weather, what happened was we also had introduction of the stress test. And that played a huge role, especially for first-time home buyers in our market. So between last year to this year, that's been one big difference.
Well, and with the rates coming down, it's allowing buyers to have that much more purchasing power. And I think this is why, like now in February, we're seeing a low amount of inventory.
And interesting that you discussed that you mentioned that about the rates, because we just had a conversation with one of our mortgage partners, Carmen Costa from the Costa Group, and last month, and it was in December, they received a commitment for a client who did a purchase here in Brantford, and what happened was rates went down since then. So, I mean, the great thing is they're able to get that better rate for the client, but that just shows from December to January how much more purchasing power buyers do have, which is fantastic if you are a home buyer.
For sure. So we'll move on to days on market. Val?
All right. So days in market in Brantford, they're up 33% to 44 days on market. Now, this is no surprise. We expected it. The interesting thing is even though days on market has gone up, things are selling. We're not even kidding. At the beginning of January, we were on an interesting call, and it was, okay, this is going to be a strong seller's market. You're going to see some things happening that were happening in 2017. We're like, there's no friggin' way.
Yeah, couldn't believe it.
Got to be kidding. Then Renee decided to pull some numbers and start doing some looking into stats a little deeper. It was about a week and a half ago. And she's like, holy crap, Val, we need to call people and let them know because something is changing. So that days on market, even though it's up a couple percent, we think it's going to start really declining, and we're seeing it this February.
Yeah, there's a large resemblance from 2017 to 2019 for a big seller's market well, it's happening now, but come the spring, I don't know.
The spring market's here.
Yeah.
Inventory's low. Things come, they go, then they disappear if they're priced really, really good. We're also seeing properties being introduced to the market at below market, and they're holding.
So, yeah, this is kind of new. This has actually just started happening.
Surprise!
Yeah, there's been more than a few properties out there where they've just started to hold. So we really haven't seen the outcome yet. We're gonna
wait this week.
We're gonna wait and see what happens with. There's probably about I don't even know, just a little less than a handful right now.
So we'll know by mid this week what's happening, and actually maybe we'll come back and do a video with that and let you know what's happening, because that means a lot for sellers. Sellers, if you can get more than what you thought you were going to get this time last year, or even in the summer or in the fall months, it's a great time to put your property on the market.
So detached home prices in Brantford.
So they have gone up year over year. Let's take a look exactly. So now, interestingly enough, they have gone up year over year, except from last January to this January, we have seen a decline of 3%. I wouldn't even worry about that.
No.
The reason why is because the percentages, the average sale price of detached homes has gone up so much in the last 3 to 4. I mean, a 3% decline in terms of equity, who cares? Now, they are going to go up this year. We definitely do see, especially because here's the thing. There's that whole government intervention thing to regulate the market. That's clearly not working out, and it's showing by rates coming down. Buyers are waking up. They're getting motivated. they're flipping for home sales again. It's happening. For those of you who got our last video, you know what we're talking about when we're talking about flipping motivation. So get ready.
So total homes sold in Brantford, we're sitting at 87 homes sold in January. That's up 9% versus 2018.
Guys, that's big.
Yeah.
Like, it took a few months for that spring market to hit last year. In 2018, it was good. It wasn't that great. So it's going to be a really good market. We know that some want to hear that, some don't.
Yeah.
But hey, like, this is great. It's a good time to get in if you're looking to buy your first home or your first investment, because you're going to get that equity back. No matter what, real estate's a safe investment.
Always. If you guys have any questions, leave us a message, give us a call. We're always available.
And if there's anything you guys specifically want to see from us, let us know and we'll talk about it. So we look forward to seeing you soon.
Have a great Sunday.
Bye.